Good morning. You breathing? Good. Now fight for your future like your life depends on it. 'Cause it does. Most people just wake up to exist. But not you. Not today. Today, you woke up with a calling. And let me tell you something real. If you want success, the first thing you gotta stop doing is breathing easy. Because greatness don't come with comfort. You can't hit snooze on your dreams. You can't coast through life and expect to win. Listen to me carefully. There's a difference between wanting to succeed and needing it so bad, you'll cry for it, bleed for it. That's the difference between the few who rise and the millions who fade. I'm not asking if you want success. I'm asking, do you need it like oxygen? Do you want it like you're drowning and it's your only shot to breathe? Don't tell me you're tired. Don't tell me it's hard. Champions don't say maybe later. They say, right now. Say, let's go. They say, I'll die before I quit. You've got one shot, one heartbeat, one legacy to build. And guess what? You're either building or you're breaking. This ain't a game. This ain't a drill. This is war. And the battlefield is your mind. Every breath you take, the enemy is whispering, quit. You're not good enough. Nobody cares. But you gotta look that voice in the face and say, you picked the wrong soldier. See, most people run from pain, but legends, they invest pain. Every early morning, every late night, every tear that hits the floor, that's payment. That's the price of entry. You want to breathe success? Then choke on the doubt, the discomfort, the disappointment, until nothing is left but discipline. Because winners don't wait for motivation. They train through pain. Every step you take, you earn that breath. Every rep in the gym, you earn that breath. Every failure you rise from, that's your oxygen. Look, you ain't average. You are not built to coast. You were designed to dominate. But domination requires desperation. You gotta want it like your lungs are collapsing. You gotta want it like your family's survival depends on you. Too many of y'all chasing success like it's running from you. Let me tell you something. Success don't run. Success hides. And it only shows up for the one who shows up every day. Uninvited, unapologetic, unstoppable. You want your dream? Then don't knock. Kick the door in. You weren't handed greatness. You weren't born with privilege. But guess what? That's your power. Because while the world slept, you trained. While they partied, you planned. While they posted fake grind on socials, you were becoming something they ain't ready for. You were building your legacy brick by brick. In silence, in sweat, in struggle. Because the real ones don't shout. They show up. You were forged in fire. Built in silence. Molded in moments nobody saw. Those lonely nights, that short break, that failure, it didn't break you. It built you. That's why when pressure comes, you don't fold. You focus. Because you know, diamonds don't shine in light. They're made in pressure, in darkness, in heat. People don't get why you do what you do. They laugh. They doubt. They say, relax. But how can you relax when your family's still struggling? How can you chill when the dream's still breathing and it needs oxygen? You can't stop. You won't stop. Because you ain't chasing validation. You're chasing freedom. People say, you're lucky. Nah, you're disciplined. You locked in when they tapped out. You went left when the crowd went right. That's why you're built different. That's why the grind don't scare you. That's why you're gonna make it. Because this life, it don't reward the loudest. It rewards the most consistent. Doubt is the cousin of defeat. And every time you hesitate, every time you stall, you feed it. Fear grows when you give it time. When you start asking, what if it doesn't work? You should be asking, what if I don't try? Kill it. Starve it. Stop feeding doubt with your indecision. Feed the hunger with your action. You ever notice something? The more you wait, the worse it gets. That anxiety, that fear, it don't live in the doing. It lives in the delay. The longer you wait, the louder it screams. But the moment you take the first step, silence. Because doubt only survives when you stop moving. Let me tell you something you forgot. That voice in your head, the one that says, you ain't enough, that ain't real. That voice is fear wearing your face. It's a lie dressed up like logic. It's your comfort zone pretending it cares. Don't trust it. Starve it. Because every time you listen to it, you delay your destiny. Look in the mirror and tell the truth. You were built for this. You were chosen for this. And every piece of pain you've ever felt, it wasn't punishment. It was preparation. So next time doubt creeps in, starve it. Starve it with action. Starve it with prayer. Starve it with grind. Starve it with proof that you ain't who you used to be. 'Cause you don't need permission anymore. You need execution. Success is about you. But legacy? Legacy is about them. It's what lives when you're gone. It's the echo of your sacrifice, the ripple of your work, the proof that you didn't just exist, you mattered. See, the goal ain't just money, it's meaning. Because one day, your grind will be gone, but your impact, that's what stays. Every move you make is either building your legacy or breaking it. Your kids watching, your future self watching, the world watching, and they don't remember what you said. They remember what you did. So ask yourself right now, if today was the last chapter, would your book be worth reading? Legacy ain't built in a day, it's built daily. Every rep you push when you don't feel like it. Every dollar you save instead of spend. Every early morning you show up before the world wakes up. That's legacy. It's not slashy. It's not loud. It's in the quiet moments of consistency. The real ones ain't chasing attention. They're chasing immortality. We're not here for fast cars and fake applause. We're here to build something real. You can't pass luxury to your kids, but you can pass values. You can pass discipline. You can pass the blueprint. People gonna forget the car, the house, the chain, but they'll remember how you showed up when it got hard. They'll remember the standard you set. Legacy over luxury, every single time. You came from nothing, so build everything. Not for clout, not for likes, for your last name. Let your name mean something. Let it be a shield for your family, a fire for your children, a standard for those coming behind you. They say legacy is written in stone. Nah. Legacy is written in grind, in sweat, in sacrifice. It's carved into the hearts of everyone you impacted. So what will yours say? Stop telling people why you can't. Start showing them how you did. Excuses are nothing but lies you tell yourself to feel comfortable in the chaos of comfort. You want sympathy or you want success? 'Cause life ain't handing out both. Every second you waste explaining your situation is a second someone else is using to execute. While you talking, doubting, scrolling, comparing. The next man already on rep number 200. The queen already waking up at 4 a.m. Time don't pause for your fears. The world don't slow down 'cause you tired. Either you move or you get moved out the way. There's no elevator, no shortcuts, just stairs and a deadline. You don't rise to your potential. You fall to your systems. Execution means you wake up even when you don't feel it. You lock in even when nobody's watching. You deliver under pressure, under fire, under fatigue. And here's the truth. Every goal you wrote down, it ain't waiting on perfect conditions. It's waiting on your action. You say you want it. Then where's your routine? Where's your plan? Where's your discipline? Lock in. Not when it's easy. Lock in when it's boring, when it's dark, when you broke, when nobody believes. Because if you only execute when it's fun, you'll never finish anything. Someone's gonna win. Someone's gonna shine. Someone's gonna walk across that stage. And it better be you. But if you don't execute, if you don't eliminate the excuses, then your dream becomes their reality. You won't lose because you weren't talented. You'll lose because you never locked in. You never went all in. You kept one toe in safety and one toe in ambition. And life don't reward that. You either execute or get executed. The reason you're not where you want to be, it's not because you don't have talent. It's because you don't have focus. You've let distractions steal your destiny. Every scroll, every swipe, every fake conversation. Let me tell you the truth. Focus isn't optional. It's oxygen for success. You don't become great by doing everything. You become great by doing the same thing every day until the world can't ignore you. Talent with no focus is wasted genius. Hard work with no focus is busy nonsense. But a man with clear vision becomes unbreakable. Focus turns effort into impact. It turns 1 hour of locked-in grind into 10 hours of distracted mess. You want to build something legendary? Shut out the noise. Cancel the chaos. Focus until the mission is finished. There's levels to this. And the top level, they ate faster. They ate stronger. They're just more focused. While you checking likes, they checking off goals. While you binge watch dreams, they out there living them. This ain't a game. You either dial in or get dialed out. Too many tabs open. Too many voices. That's why you're stuck. You chasing too many things. You want success? Then narrow your field. Make your world small so you can master the one thing that matters. No plan B. No distractions. Just raw, relentless focus. You want to be elite? Then act like it. Shut off the noise. Dial into the mission. And don't stop until it's done. When you truly love your dream, you don't cheat on it with distractions. Focus is how you say I'm all in. It's how you prove it. It's how you tell the world. This matters more than comfort. This matters more than convenience. You can't say you want it and be loyal to distractions. The top 1%, they aren't better. They're just more focused. Look at your goals. Look at your dreams. Now look at your habits. If they don't match, you're lying to yourself. See, motivation is the spark, but discipline, that's the bridge. That's the structure. That's what carries you from where you are to where you're called to be. Every day you show up, that's a brick. Every time you say no to comfort, that's a brick. Stack enough bricks, and you build your legacy. You don't need permission to be great, but you do need discipline. Discipline don't ask you if you're tired. It don't care if it's cold. It don't wait for motivation to arrive. Discipline says, we go in anyway. We grind anyway. We show up because that's who we are. Winners ain't lucky. They're trained. They're conditioned. They're disciplined. You can't have a breakthrough with a weak routine. You can't create a legacy with lazy habits. You know what's killing your progress? The lies you tell yourself. I'll do it tomorrow. I need rest. I'll start when I feel ready. Discipline ends all that. Discipline says, we start now. We do it tired. We do it scared. But we do it. Every single day. You want people to respect your grind? Then become predictable with your greatness. Be the one they know is going to show up. Be the one they fear because you never skip. Be the one who lives in discipline. It's not sexy. It's not always fun. But discipline will take you places that motivation could never reach. Show up so much they start asking, who is this machine? How does he keep going? And the answer is simple. Discipline. Every single day. Your feelings, they're inconsistent. Your vision, that's eternal. Stop letting how you feel control what you build. Discipline is a decision, one you make before the alarm rings, one you honor after the motivation dies. This ain't about hype. This is about habits. You either build the bridge or stay stranded in dreams. You say you want success, but your environment is polluted. Too many voices, too many opinions, too much digital distraction killing your direction. You can't hear your own vision when you're tuned into everybody else's drama. If you want clarity, you gotta choose silence. You want legacy? Then cut the noise. Mute the distractions. Unfollow the comfort. Turn up the focus. What you feed your mind grows. So what are you consuming? Scrolling mindlessly? Gossip? News that just nothing but stress you? That's not fuel. That's poison. You gotta protect your mental space like it's sacred. Because it is. Champions don't just work out their body. They work out their mindset. Daily. Intentionally. Relentlessly. You want greatness? Then show up. Not when you feel good. Not when it's easy. Not when you're in the mood. Show up every single day. The world doesn't respect dreams. It respects repetition. Day after day. Rep after rep. The ones who keep showing up, they win. Because consistency, that's what breaks records. That's what builds legacy. That's what makes history. Some days, you won't feel it. You'll be tired, frustrated, burnt out, but you still show up. Because this ain't about feelings. This is about standard. Champions don't show up to compete. They show up to dominate. Every workout, every rep, every call, you stamp your name on it. Presence is power, and your power grows the more you show up. Show up tired, show up late, show up broken, but don't you dare disappear. Anyone can start, but only the disciplined finish. When the hype fades, when the motivation is gone, when nobody's watching, that's when the real ones show up. You think legends are made in the spotlight? Nah, they're built in silence, in lonely reps, in uncelebrated grind. They didn't wait for the perfect day. They showed up on every day. You want to be unstoppable? Then do it again, and again, and again. Not until you're tired, until it becomes your identity. It's not about what you do once. It's about what you do every time. Winners don't need perfect days. They create power through consistency. It's not sexy. It's not always exciting, but it's the edge you need. Because every time you show up, you gain ground. You get sharper. You get closer. You know what your competition hopes? That you'll stop showing up, that one day you'll sleep in, that one day you'll take a break, that one day you'll go missing. Prove them wrong every damn day. Beat them with consistency. Outlast them with discipline, and bury them with repetition. Show up when they rest. Show up when they fold. Show up until they forget how to beat you. Everybody wants to win, but not everybody wants to give something up. You want freedom? You better sacrifice comfort. You want legacy? You better sacrifice laziness, excuses, distractions. Success doesn't come with a coupon code. It comes with a cost, and the price is sacrifice. You can't hold on to average and expect to become elite. You can't party every weekend and build a business that feeds generations. You can't scroll 5 hours a day and expect to have focus, drive, and vision. Something's gotta go. Sacrifice isn't punishment. Sacrifice is refinement. You don't lose things. You trade up. Life will make you pay, but you get to choose the currency. Sacrifice now and live with pride, or take the easy path and carry regret forever. That dream you had? It requires sacrifice. That next level you pray for? It's on the other side of what you're unwilling to give up. Don't be the one who gave up the dream just to keep distractions. When you sacrifice, you find out what's real, what's worth your time, who's in your circle, and who's slowing you down. Sacrifice sharpens your life. It clears the fog. It exposes what's essential and what's dead weight. And when you start cutting the fat, you move faster. You think clearer. You level up. Study anyone great, and you'll find sacrifice in their story. They gave up parties. They gave up comfort. They gave up fitting in so they could stand out. They were willing to lose friends, sleep, comfort, because they had something bigger they were chasing. Are you willing to give up average so you can build legendary? Sacrifice ain't about suffering. It's about strategy. You don't give things up to impress people. You sacrifice to protect your future self. Every early morning, every skipped party, every time you say no to comfort, you're making a deposit in the life you haven't seen yet, but you believe in with your whole heart. And that kind of belief, that kind of faith, it deserves everything. You want respect? You want the world to remember your name? Then stop asking and start earning. Nobody's going to hand you legacy. Nobody's going to whisper, "Here, be great." Nah, you've got to take it with your work ethic, with your grind, with your unbreakable standard. Names don't matter until you give them meaning. I told you you had potential. Cool. But potential ain't proof. Show me execution. Show me consistency. Show me someone who's outworking their reputation. Legends aren't built off type. They're built off habits. So stop talking. Stop waiting. Stop hoping. Build your name. When they say your name, what comes to their mind? Excuses? Laziness? Quitting? Or do they say, "That one never stalked"? That one never made excuses. That one showed up every time. Build a name so strong. You don't need to be in the room for people to feel your presence. They won't respect you at first. They'll doubt you, laugh at you, count you out. Good, use that. Let their doubt be your fuel. Let their silence be your motivation. Let their disrespect become your discipline. And when the work stacks up, when the legacy gets louder, they'll have no choice but to say your name with respect. Every decision you make, every post you write, every day you skip or show up is either building your brand or breaking it. You're either adding value to your name or draining it. You don't need fancy logos or slogans. Just do what you say you will. Keep your standards high and protect your name like your life depends on it, because it does. You won't go viral for consistency. You won't get applause for showing up daily. You won't be trending for discipline. But you'll build something stronger than fame. You'll build a reputation. And when people speak your name 20 years from now, it won't be because of what you said. It'll be because of what you did, over and over again. Listen to me. Everybody wants success until pain knocks on the door. That dream looks good in the beginning. That goal sounds great when you're comfortable. But the moment it hurts, most people fold. Why? Because their why was never deep enough to survive pain. If your why is weak, you'll quit quick. The only thing stronger than pain is a reason that means more than comfort. I'm doing this for my kids. I'm doing this to break generational curses. I'm doing this so I never have to beg again. I'm doing this because I was counted out. That kind of why, that kind of purpose, it will carry you through hell. Don't chase hype, chase meaning. Your why should bring tears to your eyes. It should hit you in the gut. It should shake your soul when you feel like quitting. Your why isn't for Instagram. It's for the nights you want to give up. It's for the mornings when nothing's working. When the pain shows up, you don't remember the goals. You remember the reason. Pain is part of the process, but it doesn't have to break you. It's a test. And the only thing that helps you pass it is purpose. You need to know why you're doing this. Who are you fighting for? What are you trying to change? What do you refuse to repeat? When you find that answer, you become unshakable. You're gonna want to quit. That's a promise. But quitting ain't a problem for those who remember their why. You don't grind for likes. You don't wake up early for applause. You do it because you've got something worth fighting for. Pain is real, but your purpose is stronger. You ever seen a tree with deep roots? Storms come, winds blow, but it doesn't break because it's anchored. That's your why. You need roots so deep that no failure, no pain, no setback can break you. Shallow motivation gets blown away. But purpose-driven discipline, that stands forever. You keep asking for ease, but ease never made legends. Struggle is not your punishment, it's your preparation. Every early morning, every failure, every day you didn't quit, that's the gift. That's the grind shaping you. The grind isn't the enemy. The grind is what builds you. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to rise. But it's the process that builds your name, not the prize. You want to be great? Then fall in love with boring. Fall in love with routine. Fall in love with discipline. That's where the growth lives. That's where greatness is forged. Comfort will lie to you, tell you you've earned the break, tell you to ease up. But pain teaches. Pain sharpens your mindset. It shows you where you're weak, so you can strengthen it. Don't run from pain. Learn from it. Thank it. In the spotlight, you get exposed. In the shadows, you get built. The grind, the early mornings, the silence, the failures. That's where your character is formed. Anyone can talk when it's easy. But who are you when no one's watching? That version, that's the real you. And the grind, it's shaping that version into a champion. Every rep you push, every second you resist the urge to quit, every single moment you show up. That's the compound effect. That's legacy work. You don't win once. You win daily, in the grind. And that grind becomes your story. You keep waiting for it to get easier. You keep hoping the grind will fade. But what if I told you the grind is the path? It's not what's in the way. It is the way. Fall in love with the process, and the prize will chase you. You can dream all you want. You can plan all you want. But nothing changes until you execute. You want legacy? Then act like it. Act like your life depends on this, because it does. Every day you don't move is a day you hand your dream to someone else. Talk is cheap. Execution? That's everything. That's how legends are made. You don't get remembered for your intentions. You get remembered for your results. Stop waiting for perfect. Stop waiting for clarity. You figure it out while you move. You adjust in motion. Waiting has killed more dreams than failure ever did. You don't need the full plan. You need momentum. Punch fear in the face and just start swinging. Start where you are. Use what you've got. Do what you can. The ones who win, they take action before they feel ready. I'm tired. So what? I'm busy. So is everyone else chasing greatness. I'm scared. Good. Do it scared. Excuses are lies your comfort zone tells you. Eliminate them. Destroy them. Replace them with execution. Set the alarm. Get up. Show up. No debates. No hesitation. Just do. You want transformation? Then transform what you do daily. Your habits build your future. You don't rise to the level of dreams. You fall to the level of your routines. Lock in your plan. Then hammer it. Day in and day out. Consistency is the real superpower. Success is rented, and rent is due every single day. You keep acting like you've got time. But what if you don't? What if this is your only shot? What if this moment, this grind, is the one that changes everything? Then you better treat it like life or death. Like it's your last chance to make it count. No more waiting, no more talking. Execute like your life depends on it. Because maybe it does. You made it this far? Good. But don't you dare start relaxing now. This ain't the finish line. This is just the beginning. Greatness is not a destination. It's a decision you make every day. And you don't stop making that decision. Stay hungry. Stay obsessed. Because the second you start settling, you start slipping. That voice that says you've done enough, that voice is the enemy. Comfort is the dream killer. Average is always waiting around the corner. You've got to fight every single day to stay out of it. Because the world will hand you average. You've got to take greatness. And that means never settling. Not for less. Not for good enough. Not for almost. Wake up. Grind. Reflect. Grow. Repeat. That's the cycle. That's the formula. You don't rise once and then coast. You rise again and again and again. Champions are not born. They are built in the boring, in the repetition, in the consistency, in the never stopping. The moment you decide I've made it, your mind starts shutting the gate on growth. The door to greatness, it only stays open when your hunger stays open. You have to train your mind to love the work, to crave the process, not the rewards, the refinement. Because it's not about what you've done. It's about who you're becoming. You've climbed this far, but there's still another level. There's still more in you, another mountain to conquer, another beast to become. You were not built to plateau. You were built to ascend. So get up, dig deeper, keep climbing, never settle, never stop. This is it. No more rewinds, no more someday. It's right now, the final hour. You either show up or shut down. You either go all in or walk away empty. Because greatness doesn't knock twice. The window doesn't stay open forever. It's not a matter of luck. It's a matter of decision. And this moment is your decision. There can't be a backdoor. There can't be a just in case. You gotta erase everything else. You gotta tell life, this is the only way. You don't get there with options. You get there when this is your oxygen. All in. Heart, soul, mind, body. If there's any part of you still holding back, you're already done. Right now, your body might be tired. Your bank account might be empty. Your friends might not believe in you. But I'm telling you, this is what breakthrough looks like. Ugly, lonely, relentless. But it's real. The people who win, they push through this very moment. They don't wait to feel ready. They execute while broken. So what's it gonna be? Another excuse or a new legacy? You've come this far. You've endured the pain. You've heard the truth. Now it's on you, not your coach, not your parents, not your environment. You make the choice, all in, or walk away and live with it. When your name fades from the headlines, when the applause stops, when there's no camera, no crowd, no likes, what remains? It's your legacy. That's what this grind is about. That's why you wake up at 4 a.m. That's why you sacrifice, bleed, and break. Because the goal is not just success, it's to leave a blueprint behind, a path for someone else to follow, to show the next one that it's possible, to make the pain you endured matter. The grind ain't just about you. It's about your last name, your kids, your future, your unborn grandchildren. It's about the people you'll never meet, but who will live freer because you didn't quit. Your discipline today becomes their opportunity tomorrow. Your story becomes their survival guide. This is how legacy is built. One painful rep at a time. One lonely night at a time. One hard decision at a time. So don't you dare stop now. Don't let the enemy write your ending. You write it. In fire, in grit, in permanent ink. Make your legacy louder than your excuses. Let the world remember the name. Not because you were perfect, but because you never gave up. Legacy lives forever. And now it's your turn.